Is it always a man's fault for when a relationship goes bad? If so, why? Why do men always get the blame? Now, today I have a clip for you guys from a woman who was interviewed and asked whose fault was it, and you're going to be shocked when you hear her answer. Comment your thoughts, like the video, and subscribe to the channel because I will be posting daily content. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet, and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal. So here we go.
Your last breakup, was it your fault or theirs? 100% my fault. It was the first time I dated someone after I called off my wedding, and I was just really excited to just like date casually, and I just like really fell for him.
Wait a minute. She said she was excited to date casually. That means she was excited to get as many schlongs as she possibly could. That's crazy, but let's continue.
So for months I was like, I don't want to date you, you're not my boyfriend. And I was pretty not nice to him. And then I was like, okay, we can date. And I was just like really in love with him, but I really didn't want to be in love. So I was
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh.
So I was really lashing out and acting like a little kid, and I would cheat on him all the time. And
whoa, all the time? Fellas, are you accepting a woman cheating on you once? Because when I hear once, I think it was all the time anyway, but let's continue. Sorry, I'm triggered.
Tell him, and then he would stay with me, and then I lost respect for him, and I was just a mess. He was really nice to me all the time, even when I was horrible.
How does that make you feel?
It's like one of my only regrets in life was how I treated him. Yeah, it makes me like really sad because he was like a really good guy.
Can I have your name and where you're from?
Emily, and I'm from Orlando, Florida.
Her only regret was the way she treated him, not accepting all of those schlongs, not getting the brakes beat off of her on a daily basis. This woman said she cheated all the time, but she also said that she told him. Now, when I first thought about this, I said, wait a minute, this was her fault. But then I said, well, if she told him that she cheated once, that this is clearly his fault because he stayed, he stuck around, he tried to stick in there. And I was like, you know what? Maybe this comes from the mindset of being persistent. Maybe this comes from the mindset of forgiving and keep giving chances because that person just might get better, especially if you think that they're a good person, right? Because you're giving them the benefit of the doubt. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and say, yes, this is 1000% her fault because she did not have to get into a relationship with this dude. In fact, she is the reason why this guy is probably going to become an asshole or a jerk. And other women are going to say, oh my gosh, you're not healed. You should go back to your ex. Well, he can't go back to his ex because she was rebounding. Now, this also brings up the body count conversation. Why does body count matter? Well, there's a sense of entitlement. There's a curiosity and a constant comparison, right? And she's gonna want to experience this again and again and again because there was some guys that she actually enjoyed way more than others. The question is, was it you? Now, when it comes to treatment, what I always think is I would rather be treated like a king, right? It's important for you to deal with a woman that you like because being persistent with a woman, it shows you just how far you get, which is not actually where you want to go. In fact, you're going to ask yourself, after looking at this woman who I would not say is attractive, like I would say that this woman is a woman, right? Like that's what you get. Standard woman, a solid 4 or a strong 5. Literally, that's what I would give her. But maybe the box was amazing. Maybe the dome, the throat, maybe she just did it for this guy. I will say this: beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So maybe this man thought that she was the best thing since sliced bread. I don't know, but I want you guys to start to focus on a woman that cherishes you, a woman that devotes herself to you, a woman that loves you, a woman that actually likes you, because then she won't even allow herself to be in positions where she can cheat on you. My issue with the woman cheating is it's really easy for her. I know we all say, well, in order for you to give yourself to another man, that means you were emotionally connected to that man. What I would tell you is she probably was not emotionally connected to you, or maybe that emotional connection got severed, or it was never there in the first place. Remember, this woman just talked about ending a wedding, ending a marriage, a potential marriage, right? So if she was willing to do that and she was excited about being in the streets, but she was just getting the brakes just beat off of her, what the hell make you think that she's looking to be into or get into another relationship? I remember going to a party with my red tuxedo on, and there were some women there. Like, I got a lot of attention. I think it probably was because my tuxedo was red and everybody else had a neutral colors, so I think I stood out for that particular reason. But I remember how the night ended, and what the woman said to me was, oh my gosh, this is why other women love being out here in the streets. And I just was like, oh shit, like, damn. Like, it wasn't something that I was thinking about, because for me, this is life. When it comes to women being in the streets, being out here doing what they want to do, I think that this is what they're doing anyway. Listen, fellas, women are sexually liberated. This woman just explained to you why she was cheating, why she wanted to live the life, or why she wanted all of these experiences. It was because she didn't want to go throughout her life without these experiences. She needed something that she could have and hold on to, even if it was only for one night, 1 week, or whatever. Now, again, the other issue with body count is some of those guys still have access to her. What you don't know is who those guys actually are. This is why I say, fellas, get your mind, body, soul, and finances together, because once you do that, you now elevate to a different level where you can start to see things like this, and you can decide if this is the life you want to live. For this guy, it's kind of hard not to blame him for this situation, because she clearly, well, I mean, this is what she's saying right now. Who knows what she was saying when they were doing what they were doing, because for her to say she loved this man, like, that tells you that she probably was not as honest with him as she was in this interview. But nonetheless, again, the fact that she even admitted to cheating mean that she did it a lot. And I'm saying that because of my experience with women. Fellas, when a woman, you guys already know how easy it is for a woman to get sex. It's just this easy, fellas. All she has to do is look at the guy, bat her eyes, turn to the side, raise up her dress, smile again, and that guy is either going to approach her or he is not. Now, there are plenty of guys who are definitely going to approach her if they have not already approached her. The point I'm making to you is she doesn't have to say much. She doesn't have to know his name. She doesn't need any game. She doesn't have to do anything except be present and be offering or advertising herself, which is what the majority of men complain about. The way a woman dresses. We know that The way she dresses is her advertising herself. Forget, you know, all the women saying, oh, I do this for myself. I do this for my own self-esteem so that I can feel good. Now, the messed up part about that is it actually might be true, because she may be looking at all the other women and saying, oh my gosh, her breasts are so much bigger. Her hips look so much better. Oh my gosh, look at her legs. Look at her nose. Look at her eyes. Oh my gosh, she doesn't have that little hump in her nose. Oh my gosh, all the men think that she's beautiful. In fact, I think she's beautiful, right? These are the things that women are probably saying. So maybe they are doing it for themselves, but it's still sexually driven, because what they're doing is they're showing off their assets. That's why we say they're advertising. So don't let a woman fool you into believing that she's not advertising herself for other men, because she's always looking for your replacement, especially if she thinks that the relationship will end. Now, this is why I say adapt to dating, because the majority of women are doing this, whether they admit to you or not. The majority of women are doing this, and the women that are really doing it is the women that you think are safe. Right? Okay, cool. You know what? She's mid, right? She's mid to ugly. You know, like nobody's really looking for her. Nobody's really checking for her. Wrong. Guys are always looking for a release, including you. But I have a question. What do you think? Comment under this video. Remember, when you are watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. Now that this video is done, do me a huge favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.